Topic, let's see how can we obtain the graph of inverse function from the graph of the function. All right. So based on the inverse function's definition is xy swapped. So from the graph point of view, every point we use an ordered pair, right? X coordinates and the y coordinates. So the inverse function, it just swap x and y. So for the point in the original function f of x and its inverse functions corresponding point, it just y and x swapped. Okay, so this point is AB and its inverse corresponding point will be BA. All right, so if you connect these 2 points, you will see this line must be perpendicular to the identity function y equals x, which is a 45-degree line. Okay. So that is the theorem actually. Okay. The graph of a one-to-one function and the graph of its inverse function, they are symmetric with respect to the line y equals x. And then from chapter 3, we know this is called the identity function, right? So now let's look at the example. All right, if the blue curve is represent the graph of function f of x, and then how to find the graph of its inverse, we can just, pick up any arbitrary points from the graph of f of x, and then draw and then graph the inverse function y equals x, which is the line, okay? And then from this point, we draw a vertical line to identity function's graph, and then measure the same distance, okay? And then we can get a graph of its inverse. And then connect when you do many points on the original function, and then find the corresponding points of its inverse, and then use smooth curve connect. That's how we got a graph of its inverse. All right, let's look at the example. Graph the inverse function. Okay, the graph of figure 15 is the one-to-one function, and then draw the graph of its inverse. That's we already did, right? Right here. Let's see. Oh, right here. Okay. So this is the graph given to us, right? Original function f of x, and then there's 3 key points, and then we know the coordinates. So find its inverse, we just need to graph the point with the coordinates flipped, x, y swapped. Okay, so 91, 2, that's 91, 2, it will be here. Okay, 91, 2, and then 91, 0, the corresponding points out for the inverse will be 0, 91 right here, 0, 91, and then 2, 1 will be 1, 2, right? 1, 2, that will be points here. And then connect them. This is a graph for the inverse. Okay, and then if you see, that will be symmetric with respect to the identity function y equals x. Okay, my hand graph not accurate, and then you can check the more accurate graph, right? But the process is the same as what I did.